Hello, explorers, and welcome to AI for the People, where we dive deep into the latest developments in AI. And today we're taking a look at the frontiers of AI.
Yeah, it's really an amazing time to be involved in this field. I mean, with breakthroughs happening all the time.
Yeah, and we've got some incredible material to dig into.
Yeah.
So let's start with something that I think has everyone talking: artificial general intelligence.
AGI, right? It's the idea of machines that can truly think like humans. A little bit sci-fi still, I think.
Yeah, for sure. It feels very sci-fi,
Yep.
but are we actually on the verge of that?
Well, it's a question that's got a lot of people thinking and a lot of research dollars going into it. For example, OpenAI, they've actually assembled a team specifically to work on this.
Really?
Yeah, they call it the Superalignment team, and their mission is to figure out how to ensure that if and when we do achieve AGI, it's going to be aligned with human values. You know, basically making sure it plays nice with us.
I mean, that sounds like a pretty crucial task. I mean, how do you even begin to write a rule book for a super intelligent?
Yeah. That is the million-dollar question,
Yeah.
and it's something that the brightest minds in AI are grappling with right now.
Wow. So while we're trying to figure out how to keep super intelligent AI in check, we've also got some pretty impressive AI already out there doing some amazing things.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just look at DeepMind's Gato model.
Gato, that's the one that can do like hundreds of different tasks, right?
Exactly. It can write different kinds of creative text. It can control a robotic arm. It can even play games.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate multitasker.
Kind of like a Swiss Army knife of AI. And what's really exciting about Gato is that it hints at the possibility of more general purpose AI systems, you know, ones that aren't just limited to one specific task.
Right. So it's a step towards that AGI we were talking about.
Potentially, yes. It's definitely a significant development in the field.
Okay, so we've got super intelligent AI on the horizon. We've got AI that can do pretty much anything. What else is there?
Well, how about quantum computing?
Oh, yeah, quantum computing. That's another one that's completely mind-blowing. I mean, IBM just unveiled a 1,000 qubit processor. What does that even mean for AI?
Well, it's a big deal because quantum computing has the potential to completely revolutionize what AI can do.
Okay, but for those of us who don't have a PhD in quantum physics, can you break it down a little?
Sure. Think of it this way. Traditional computers, they use bits, which are like tiny switches that are either on or off 1 or 0, right?
Right.
But quantum computers use qubits, and qubits can be both 1 and 0 at the same time. It's this weird quantum phenomenon called superposition.
Okay, I'm kind of following this. So because they can be in two states at once, they can do calculations way faster?
Exactly. And the more qubits you have, the more powerful the quantum computer becomes. So with IBM's 1,000 qubit processor, we're talking about a whole new level of computing power.
So it's like going from a bicycle to a spaceship in terms of speed.
Yeah, something like that. And this is really important for AI because many AI algorithms require a ton of processing power, especially things like machine learning.
Right. And speaking of machine learning, I read that quantum machine learning is already solving certain problems way faster than classical methods.
Yeah, that's right. And that's just the beginning. Quantum machine learning has the potential to revolutionize fields like medicine materials, science, finance, you name it.
Wow. It's incredible to think about the possibilities. So we've got super intelligent AI, quantum computing, all these incredible advancements. But what about the hardware that actually powers all of this?
Oh, yeah. The hardware is evolving rapidly, too. One of the really exciting developments is neuromorphic computing.
Neuromorphic computing, what is that?
It's basically designing computer chips that mimic the way the human brain works. So instead of being programmed with fixed rules, they can learn and adapt in real time.
So it's like these chips are actually thinking like our brains.
In a way, yes.
Yeah.
And this is leading to some incredible breakthroughs. For example, Intel has developed a neuromorphic chip called Loihi 3.
Loihi 3.
Yeah, and what's amazing about Loihi 3 is that it's incredibly energy efficient, just like the human brain.
So it can process information really quickly without using a lot of power.
Exactly. And that's a game changer for AI systems that need to operate in the real world, like self-driving cars or robots.
Right, because you don't want your self-driving car to run out of battery in the middle of the highway.
Exactly. And then there's Neuralink, a company that's pushing the boundaries of AI in a whole different direction.
Neuralink.
Yeah.
Elon Musk's company. They're the ones developing those brain-computer interfaces, right?
Right. And their goal is to eventually merge AI with the human brain.
Whoa. That sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie.
It does, doesn't it? But it's happening, and it raises all sorts of ethical questions about the future of humanity and AI.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack. But it's what makes these AI frontiers so fascinating. They force us to think about what's possible, what's ethical, and what it means to be human in an age of increasingly intelligent machines.
Absolutely. And the journey is just beginning. I mean, we've only scratched the surface of what AI can do.
So what's next on our exploration of AI frontiers? What other mind-blowing advancements await us?
Well, next we're going to dive into some of the incredible real-world applications of AI that are already changing the game in fields like healthcare and space exploration. Get ready for some truly inspiring breakthroughs.
I can't wait. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back after a short break.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the frontiers of AI.
It's amazing to think about the potential of AI to really make a difference in the world, like tackling some of humanity's biggest challenges.
Yeah, absolutely. And one area where we're seeing incredible progress is healthcare.
Oh, yeah. Healthcare. I was reading about MIT researchers who are using AI to design tissues for organ transplants.
Oh, yeah, that's some cutting-edge stuff. They're basically using AI to create 3D models of tissues, which would then be used to grow custom organs for patients.
So instead of waiting for a donor organ, you could potentially grow a new one that's a perfect match for the patient.
That's the idea. It would revolutionize transplantation, and it could also solve the problem of organ rejection, which is a major hurdle right now.
That's incredible. It's like science fiction becoming reality. And it's just one example of how AI is transforming healthcare.
Oh, yeah, there are so many other breakthroughs happening. AI is being used to develop new drugs, diagnose diseases, earlier personalized treatment plans. It's really changing the face of medicine.
It's mind-blowing. And it's not just healthcare. What about space exploration? I know NASA is using AI in some pretty ambitious ways.
Oh, yeah. NASA is at the forefront of using AI for space exploration. They've developed a system called AIPilot, which is being used to guide Mars rovers autonomously.
So these rovers are basically driving themselves around Mars using AI to make decisions in real time.
Exactly. They don't have to wait for instructions from Earth, which takes a long time. They can react to their surroundings and make decisions on their own thanks to AI.
That's straight out of a science fiction movie. It's incredible.
Yeah.
So AI is helping us explore the universe. It's revolutionizing healthcare. What other frontiers are there?
Well, as AI becomes more powerful, it's also raising some big ethical questions.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about machines that can learn, adapt, and even make decisions on their own.
Right.
What does that mean for us as humans?
Right. It's a question that we need to be thinking about very carefully. For example, the European Union is currently debating whether to grant legal personhood to certain AI entities.
Legal personhood for AI. Wow, that's a big step.
It is. It would mean that AI would have certain rights and responsibilities just like humans do.
That's a pretty radical idea. I can see why it's generating a lot of debate.
Yeah, I mean, where do we draw the line? When does an AI become so advanced that it deserves the same rights as a human being? It's a tough question.
It's a question that philosophers have been grappling with for centuries, but now it's becoming a real-world issue.
Exactly. And it's not just about rights. It's also about safety. I mean,
Yeah.
what happens if an AI becomes so intelligent that it poses a threat to humanity?
That's a scary thought,
Yeah.
but it's something that some very serious people are worried about.
Yeah, there's a growing debate within the AI community about the potential risks of superintelligent AI, or AGI as it's called.
I remember reading about a debate between Yoshua Bengio and Max Tegmark, two leading figures in AI. They had very different views on this.
Yeah, Bengio is more cautious. He believes that we need to prioritize AI safety research to ensure that AI remains under human control. Tegmark is more optimistic. He believes that AGI could be a force for good if we develop it responsibly.
So there's a real tension between optimism and caution in the AI community.
Absolutely. It's a complex issue, and there are no easy answers.
But it's a conversation that we need to be having.
Yeah, we need to be thinking about these ethical implications now before it's too late.
Right. AI is not just a technology. It's a force that's going to reshape our world. And it's up to us to make sure that it's reshaped for the better.
Well said. And it's not just up to the experts. It's a conversation that needs to involve everyone because AI is going to affect all of us.
Absolutely. So as we continue our exploration of AI frontiers, let's keep these ethical questions in mind.
Yeah, because the future of AI is not just about technological advancements. It's about what kind of world we want to create.
Okay, so we've talked about the incredible potential of AI. We've talked about the ethical challenges. What's next on our journey?
Well, in our final segment, we're going to take a look at some of the emerging trends in AI that are really pushing the boundaries of what's possible. Think about things like biohybrid systems, where AI is being integrated with biological organisms and swarm intelligence, where AI systems are learning to work together like ants or bees.
Wow, that sounds fascinating. I can't wait to hear more. Stay tuned, folks. We'll be right back after a short break. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive into AI frontiers. It's incredible to think about how far AI has come and where it's headed.
It really is mind-blowing. We started by talking about artificial general intelligence and quantum computing, and now we're seeing AI being used to design human tissues and guide rovers on Mars. It's amazing how fast this field is moving.
Yeah, it's like science fiction becoming reality right before our eyes.
Mm.
But as we've seen, AI is not just about the cool tech, it's also about the big ethical questions that it raises.
Absolutely. We're talking about machines that can learn, adapt, and even make decisions on their own. So we have to ask ourselves some tough questions about what role we want AI to play in our lives and how we can ensure that it's used for good.
Right. And it's not just up to the experts to answer those questions. It's something that we all need to be thinking about.
Exactly. We need to have a societal conversation about AI and its implications. Because AI is going to affect all of us, whether we're scientists, engineers, or just everyday people.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, what's the key takeaway that you hope our listeners will walk away with?
I think the most important thing to remember is that the future of AI is not predetermined. It's a future that we are actively shaping with every decision we make, every line of code we write, and every conversation we have about the ethical implications of these technologies.
That's a powerful reminder. We're not just passive bystanders in this technological revolution. We have a responsibility to engage, to question, and to ensure that AI is developed and used in a way that benefits all of humanity.
Well said. And I hope that our listeners will continue to explore these AI frontiers with curiosity, openness, and a sense of responsibility for the future that we're creating together.
Absolutely. The future of AI is a story that's still being written, and it's a story that we're all a part of.
Thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of AI frontiers. We hope you'll tune in again soon for another deep dive into the fascinating world of technology and innovation.